why you still suck at guitar and how to fix it. I'm going to go through 6 points. The last is definitely the most valuable, but it's going to be a little bit of a pretty obvious one. However, I wanted to get you guys a nice video. I've been teaching for 20 years. I'm gonna help you a ton in just these 6 points and talking about why you still suck at guitar. Okay, so number 1, you're just simply not taking it seriously enough to really do the work on cleaning up your chords, cleaning up your notes. So a lot of times you'll kind of play a chord like this, right? And you're not really going through note for note. And when you're playing scales, for instance, you want clean notes, even tone, even volume. Take your time and really start to iron those things out. The real boring basics is where a lot of the dividing line happens between those who are okay and those who are great. All right, number 2, a lack of structure. Whenever I tell my students to practice, and I do this the same way in my lessons, by the way. They're often broken into 3 simple parts. Part number 1 is the technicality, the boring drill stuff, right? So a lot of times with anyone who wants to play lead, sorry for my squeaky chair, it's gonna be one of these things that I do all the time, which is a chromatic drill. And so forth, right? So if you don't know that drill, just do that, 1 to 4, up and back. Huge, really, really helpful for learning the guitar and getting the techniques right. So start with that. Do your drills, run through scale runs, stuff like that. And then the second section will be simply songs. So actually go into songs, learn things, learn music, look up tabs, get a little bit lost. And then the third way I want you to break up your practicing is I want you to simply jam. Earn it though. At the end, have a nice tasty treat of just jamming out to backtracks and playing around or whatever that means to you. Just making noise on this thing, and that is something that is actually just as important as the first 2, that free play, the openness, the creativity. All right, so that is the second way to start fixing it and sucking a little bit less. Number 3, the third way that you can suck a little bit less is working your timing. This is so boring, I know. Don't skip ahead, I'm telling you, this is huge. Your timing probably sucks. And I'm telling you right now because I've been doing it a long time, but this needs to be your best friend. How annoying is it when you hear somebody play like this? It's painful, right? You're probably doing that and you're probably playing a little too fast. That's extremely common. I'd say about 90% of the students that I've taught tend to overplay or play too fast. They get too excited, whatever it is, and they play ahead of the beat. Now, my big pro tip for this, and what I tell all my students, this is huge, guys, is I tell you to do what I just did there. Try to stay on time, and I want you to film yourself like I'm doing now. You don't have to have a professional camera, but another camera of some sort filming you, watch it back, and then really analyze and assess, was I in time, was I not in time, and at what sections did I start to lose it. Do the same thing when you're playing along to songs and to tracks. And if you're not, by the way, play along to tracks, to the actual song. And that's huge, you guys. You'll start to really get back on the rails, and that is one of the most common ways that I see people go from like 0 to hero, or from beginner to intermediate, or from intermediate to advanced, when they really start to lock in their sense of time. It's extremely underrated, probably one of the most important points we've gone through so far. Number 4, the fourth way you can suck a little bit less is by actually doing the dirty work of learning your music theory. I know. Don't turn this off. This is huge, all right? This is your teacher, Drew, telling you right now some tough love. I was terrible. I still am terrible with math and algebra. I have to work harder at it because I have more of a creative kind of brain. And English was always easier for me. Math was always difficult, right? So that's all music is math. And when I took theory in college, I almost quit multiple times. However, I'm glad I didn't, because now I know theory really, really well. I'm able to provide value to you in the videos because I know this theory stuff, right? But also it is making me an incredible musician, an incredible songwriter, that I can be consistent and I can be, honestly, mostly the band leader in most bands because I know so much about theory. By the way, I struggle through all of it, so if I can do it, you can do it, and you should do it. You should learn key signatures, you should learn major scales, minor scales, you should learn what makes a major chord, a minor chord. If you don't know that, I want you to email me. My email's down in the description below. I'm gonna send you a nice little guide just to kind of get you started, get you interested, get you moving along. I've got some really cool stuff on that. But the point is, not to give you a shameless plug, but just get into the theory stuff, use Google, YouTube, whatever you gotta do. Start learning your 12 notes, major scale, all that stuff, and that's gonna be a game changer. For me, now whenever I play a song, because I'm identifying it to those fundamentals, I'm able to memorize it almost instantly, you guys. I still struggle with lyrics, right? That's a mnemonic thing I'm working on and trying to memorize those. But if I play a song one time, I've got it. I've got it. I can play the gig. That is the power of music theory. It totally starts to unlock freedom. Moving on. The fifth way in which you can suck a little bit less at guitar is consistency. I want you to be more consistent. When a student asks me, how long does it take? I kind of laugh and I say, listen, all that you need to be able to do to take lessons with me or to be good at guitar is to be consistent. You need to take 10 minutes every day and that's it. Forever. Maybe 1 or 2 days off. It's fine. Okay, don't beat yourself up. But 10 minutes a day is a lot better than 1 hour on Sundays, right? That little bit of consistency is what's going to help you to not only keep and maintain and build calluses, but to start to build on the blocks in which you were already kind of working with. And every day you're going to work on something, learn something, you're going to go to sleep, your brain's going to tie some neurons together. I don't know what I'm talking about or how that works, but I think that's how it works. And then you're going to be a little bit better, okay? So consistency is key. Little pro tip here, deeper little Easter egg. I always tell my students, well, I always ask them, what time do you get home from school, work, whatever it is? What time are you sitting in your chair? You got that chair, that seat, right? What time is that? 4 o'clock? 4 o'clock, perfect. At 4 o'clock, you're going to have an alarm go off on your phone. Once that alarm goes off, it's guitar time. You commit 10 minutes. That's it. Don't do 5, don't do 1,000 hours. Just 10 minutes is all I want you to commit to. Set your timer for 10 minutes, okay? Now, here's the key. Set a stopwatch for 10 minutes and flip your phone over. Don't look at it. But what I want you to do is I want you to make sure that you practice at least 10 minutes. When you feel it's been 10 minutes, go ahead and flip that phone. Little pro tip. If you really actually like guitar, you're probably going to lose yourself in it and flip that phone and it's going to be 45 minutes have gone by. That's my hope. If it's not happening, if you're flipping it and it's 2 minutes in, you probably should try piano or some sports. Okay, I digress. The sixth and final way in which you can suck a little bit less, I'm going to be a shameless plug here, but it is what it is. Get a mentor, get a teacher, with me or somebody in your local neighborhood or online who really cares, who actually is good at what they do and has a lot of backup and reviews to show you that this is what it is, testimonials. Get a trial lesson with them, see if it's a good fit. The right teacher will change your life, and it's the one thing that I would have done differently on my journey of guitar is got more teachers more soon, and I would have been way, way better, had way more fun way sooner, and yeah, sure, I would have paid some money, but I would have probably made all that back quicker by YouTube videos, teaching lessons, building the school. I would have just been there sooner. So the point is to get mentorship, get coaches. It's going to be crazy in your potential. You're gonna have somebody who's gonna be holding you accountable. I'll practice more whenever I know I've got a teacher who's gonna be a little bit like, hey man, what's going on Thursdays, right? I also am always inspired whenever I leave. I have somebody who teaches me and who keeps me kind of motivated. I can see that they're so much better than me that it motivates me, like, okay, I'm gonna get there. I gotta keep working at it, right? And they're also really great when it comes to the motivation as well. They see where I'm at, they're way beyond me, and then they can say, okay, cool, so here's all you need to do next. I was there, here was the path that I took, you got this. Crazy, amazing, super helpful. I want you to get a mentor, look into coaching, save the money, pay the money, at least for a month, and I guarantee you it'll be the biggest change in your guitar playing if you practice a little bit every day and apply the rest of these principles. Hopefully this helped you guys to suck a little bit less at guitar. If it did, leave me some love. I appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Like, subscribe.